Welcome back to the channel, friends. On today's video, I'm going to go over an app I use for an additional phone number for my phone. Instead of having two phones, you can have two numbers ported into your phone. And the app that I use is SIDELINE, and this is no way sponsored video or anything. I just like the app. So you can get a phone number, local phone number, and I use this for starting pilot businesses. And what I mean by pilot business is I'll come up with an idea, make some flyers, get a phone number from SIDELINE, run it for like 2 weeks to 2 months. If it works out and I find that it's profitable and this could be something that I would want to pursue as a business full time, then we turn it into a business, register it, insurance, all the whole 9 yards. And the business that I have piloted for the last 2 months is a junk removal business. And the reason I got to a junk, and this is the backstory on how I got there. I run a landscape company, and we have a lot of like yard waste and such, and there's a transfer station right around the corner from our shop. And we drop off a bunch of brush and leaves and random stuff like that. Well, there was one of the bigger companies, one of the national companies in there with their truck. They scaled in. We scaled in right behind them, we dumped, and I actually got talking with the driver of that company, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'm always just so curious as to how much they charge and how much, you know, what the profit margins are and stuff. And they had no clue what the profit margins are, but they told me to fill that truck up, it's like $500-600. Took them a couple hours to do. They drop it off at the transfer station, and then they said they had a couple more jobs that day, so they stay pretty busy. So it got my wheels turning. And I was behind him. We scaled out. I was behind him in line, and he gets up to the window, and the guy was like, "It's $52." And I was thinking, that can't be right. Like, they have a full truck. It's like $500-600, and they charge him $52 to drop it off. And I'm like, man, that seems like a lot of, you know, and you don't understand the back end of business. You have taxes, insurance, you have payroll, everything else. So you can't go, oh, well, he just made $450 profit. That's not true. It's probably more like $150-200 profit after you strip out everything, tax, insurance, payroll, fuel, everything like that. So, but it got my wheels turning, and so I was like, you know, I'm gonna start a junk removal business, and I'm gonna pilot it for 2 weeks. Well, it turned into like 3 weeks, and then we were staying busy every day with stuff, so I'm like, all right, we'll stretch it to a month. And then it was like, okay, this is a viable business. Like, we could actually make good money at this. So I registered the business, got business cards, got flyers. I'm actually going to start and get postcards made. The nice thing about the junk removal business is it's an all year round business. There is no real off season. I think in the winter it probably slows up a little bit, but come spring in the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna be super, super busy. So, and the nice thing about it, the postcards, you don't really have to go, okay, well, I can't target, I gotta take out condos, and I gotta take out, you know, apartments and stuff like that. With junk removal, everybody's got junk. Everybody has junk, apartments, condos, houses, businesses, everything. So with the postcards, you can put them out. I would do every door direct mail, and you can put them out everywhere. And I think I'm gonna put them out in the next week or so, because spring's coming. In the next, like, less than a month, we're pretty much into spring. People are gonna clean out their basements and their garages and their attics and such like that. Spring cleaning type of thing. So we're gonna push postcards hard, and we're gonna see where we get. Facebook ads, we have a Facebook page up, we're working on a website right now for it. So, and this video is kind of like one of those, I wanted to kind of go over how I got to wanting to be in the junk removal business. And that's kind of, I'm just always curious. I always ask people what they charge, and then, you know, you kind of get the wheels turning, figure out how much they have into it, and maybe it's a viable business for you, maybe it's not. And there have been numerous times where I started pilot businesses, and after about 2 weeks, I'm like, this isn't making any money, and I don't know how people can stay in business doing this or this. So that's it for now, guys. Have an awesome day. If you have any questions about the junk removal business, I'm actually going to do, I'm gonna get a GoPro and do like a first person, like, junk removal video, probably a lot of them actually. We're staying pretty busy, and you find like unique things with the junk removal business, and I think it's like a treasure hunt for me. Half of the stuff you can scrap. There's a ton of stuff that we got the other day that's like all scrap. So you can scrap all that, you get paid to haul it away, and you get paid to drop it off again. I think that's good, and there's a lot of like usable things, a lot of things you can donate, you know, recycle and reuse and repurpose, or whatever you want to call it. So if you guys have any questions kind of on the journey, I don't know everything. This is, I mean, this is new. We're just into this junk removal scene, and you know, we're trying to feel our way through it. So if you guys are in the junk removal business and have any advice or anything like that, I'd love to pick your brain, because we're just kind of getting this train going, and yeah, we'll see kind of where it takes us, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This video will probably be out tonight, so Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. And that's it, guys. Stay safe. Like the video if you want to see some more junk removal videos. Make a comment down below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the heck out of it, and we'll see you next time.